Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. I haven't put up my information. We do have a few new people, so if you do get a chance, email me your mailing address and also what type of jewelry you like. I always include 1, 2, 3 pieces of thank you type jewelry. And if you tell me, I like bracelets over necklaces or blue and green, or my theme is butterflies, then I can try to find you something that is a little bit to your liking. But we are down on inventory. That's not much going on right there. So that's kind of what I'm pulling from. The box there is the craft lot. It's almost full, Terry. It's getting there. And when it gets there, I'll be mailing that to you. Gosh, wow, what is happening? Is it Tuesday? Man, oh man. Okay, well look, we had 2 people wanted to call the new members Slim. 5 people wanted Bones. And then Deborah, when you said Buddy, I just knew it because, so it's going to be Buddy Bones. How about that, Buddy Bones? You go ahead. I'm sorry, I forgot. You can tear up that chair. I forgot. You go ahead. Do your claws on the chair, Bobby. Oh, we were out of town. Was it yesterday? It's been a long 2 days. I was hoping it was Wednesday, but not quite. Ooh, I'm looking forward to Alone. It's a 3-hour finale, so it must start early on Thursday. I don't know. I just think nobody makes it. Did they have to split the million? What did they do? I'm not sure anybody made it. So Buddy, because the reason he is part of the gang is because we have this one. Had we not had this one, he would just not be a part of the gang. He was not in a jewelry jar. He was in the dumpster. Dumpster dive from today. They threw out vintage jewelry boxes, but no jewelry. But I don't know. I mean, you never know. Never know what tomorrow will bring. So Buddy Bones is who it is, and he just likes Dino. Is Dino's buddy. Whatever Dino likes, Buddy likes. That's the way that one goes. So Dino likes, the fossils, and we do get fossils. $11. This is sterling. No one has bought it yet. It has a real pearl. It says Dream. And the back is $9.25. It's a nice chunk of sterling. Look at that. It's a nice charm. And then this is sterling. Look how nice it is. It almost looks like Aunt Bunny cleaned it. You got your 925. You got your 925. And it's not Italy. It's not China. It's a mystery. I don't know. China marks everything is why I don't think it's China. So that would be, what I say, $11. Well, we got a big bag of jewelry in, box of jewelry, so I just grabbed, going up, grabbed some loose handfuls on the top. Really have no idea. I was just trying not to break it. And so let's see what's happening. I don't know that I will get to processing this tonight because I just want to make sure I get some treasure hunting in for you and for me. Ooh, wow. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Look at that. This is textured, very lightweight. $3. And you get the blue box. How's that? $3. Rattle, rattle. Yeah, I've mailed, let me see, I've been mailing every day about 2 packages. I got 2 more to go. Deborah, your next one is on its way. And who's the other person? Oh, Ella. Ella, I got your email and it's on its way. So it will be leaving tomorrow. I'll take it at lunch, but it leaves at 5 o'clock no matter what, is when, quote, priority goes. They've been doing pretty good with the packages, actually. Well, we know that's not silver. Look at that. It's just stuck right there. Does it have marks on it? Probably just banged around. Yeah, just chewed up. Alrighty, so let's see here. That's kind of nice, but is this a big mess? Yes. So this one, it came unrolled from it. So you could either glue it. Anyway, we'll just say $2. Otherwise, I think it looks pretty decent. And it's easy to put on. Of course, it's collecting the jump rings. We'll keep that. We'll just put those up. Boy, did we get a special treat today at the Ford place. We were driving through Drooling. First of all, my bestie got a good... She had a medical test, and we weren't sure. They were like, this looks... We need to take another look at this. Come in today. So we went in. She went in. I was at work. And she texted me that she's good, everything's normal. So we, quote, celebrated. We picked up, we did pick up canes. We're not going to make it a habit, because what we've been doing is keeping us well. Our caseload for COVID is down in this town, but it's not gone. So we're just going to put these little earrings over here for now. Let's just dump this out. What do we see in here? And anyway, so we picked up canes, and that'll make 2 meals for me and 2 for her, or whatever that little, you know, the basic little box of stuff is. We hadn't eaten that since Olivia was here, because she used to love to get a French fry and the bread. We couldn't give her the chicken, it would make her sick. Let me see here. We're missing this one. We're just going to put these over here because it may have fallen out. These are on here though, and they're made in the USA. Ooh, and they're saddles and horses, $3. They're thin. This part is thin, so they're not heavy, and they are pierced. So what we always do is we check the dumpster. It's been hot. I didn't walk today, I don't know that I walked yesterday. Nice enamel here. Pretty colors, $3. Pink and lavender, and the pistachio, and even the this color is different than this one. This is more of a pinkish cream. I don't know. So they had like the best vehicle they've ever gotten in. It's a Ford Expedition. I can't afford that. I'm just saying, we've been looking and looking and researching for months, and they don't have those marked down. We're trying to look at maybe something marked down as we get closer to Christmas, or some of the rentals when they get them in. He said they get rentals in and they're knocked way down, like $20,000 off, and they usually don't have very many miles. So we're looking at that, but we're not ready yet. So we're just kind of driving through. This is all there, $3. And what color are those? They're like I think they're like a black silver. Black silver. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to talk about work, so we won't. This is beautiful. It's bigger. It might be an anklet, stretchy. It's real pearls, I believe. And is this garnet, or what is it? It's purple, so amethyst. I believe it's amethyst and pearl. Let me rub it on my teeth. Yep. Gosh, $13. They're kind of what color are they? Because my hand is a flesh color, and that's what they are. Kind of they're not white. So anyway, they had this gate open, so we drove in, and my bestie's like, "You can't go in there." I said, "Well, the gate is not closed yet." I said, "Look at that over there," and it was a limited white 2020 Ford Expedition, And we just wanted to see what it was because it looked real different. This is nice. This is like an enamel. Is it a cloisonne? I don't know how raised these are. You know, I don't know that there's wire in there. It's made to look like a cloisonne, so $5. Try to get it focused because I believe it might be just painted on. It's really nice. It's in good condition. There's the, I mean, I would, yeah, that's a cloisonne. So $5, that's real inexpensive for that. Look at this. This is some sea glass. What is this? So anyway, I went and stood by it, and my bestie stayed in the car because she had on like some shorts, you know. We were just gonna just drive and not, I mean, we always have masks and stuff, but anyway, I was looking at the sticker and all, sticker shock, but all of a sudden it went burp burp, and I jumped back, and there was a guy walking down. I'm like, crap. But he had on his little uniform. These are nice. $6. And all of a sudden he goes, hey, you want to look at it? I'm like, yeah, we would. And my bestie's like, no, I'm not getting. I said, you will never get another chance. Get out. And then he opened it. Turned out later he was taking it up to clean it, to pull off the, you know, the covers on the seats. Everything had cover on it. The steering wheel, the seats. And he was sent down there to drive it up there because we followed him later. Such stalkers. Those are cute, $2. Yeah, Minka, your mommy's a stalker when it comes to vehicles. So anyway, let me just go back to where we started. So he's like, yeah, get in. And I said, really? And he's like, absolutely. Okay, I'm freaking out. First of all, I'm freaking out. Did anybody else? Oh my God. I can't even think straight. Are these teeth animal teeth? But still, it's flipping me out. They're real. What are they? Only, where's Tandy? Tandy, this may beat the Teepee Toe Rings here on the Glad Queen channel. Wow. I'm going to have to look this up. Oh, I feel terrible. Is this, I mean, is it a, they're not a horse because the horses have big teeth. What are these? It looks like it's some kind of a, like a goat or something. I don't know. I'm at $28 if you want it. Whoa. Some of them are like dinged and broken, but they're in great condition. I have no idea. What are these? Oh my God. If you know, let me know. Have no idea. It looks like it's the same type of teeth. Like all this is not from one animal. They would have some other type of teeth. So what they did was, it looks like they took the special front, you know, the ones that tear. Oh my gosh. I'm speechless. We know how rare that is. Pretty glass. I'll get back to my story, but I just don't know what to think. This is nice. I think this is a resin. Whatever that is. People always say those beads are resin, so I'm going to say it. These beads I think are resin. This is nice. $4. It's very smooth on your skin. Like I could wear this and not get dinged up. There's not, you know, it's nice. Glass and resin. Oh my words. Goodness gracious. I was just looking and there's teeth. I'm like, okay, stay calm. I hope we get, I can't remember if these people So Aunt Barry put some bids in, and that's what we do. We put some bids in, and we just check the next day. Look at this. What is this? This is like a snuff thing. Or in this country, you'd probably be putting other stuff on there. Not you, but you know what I'm saying? Isn't this like drug thing? I think it's like a snuff thing. Snuff powder. This is crazy. This must go with the teeth. What do you think? Okay, so we've got some agate and rock and another $28. I kid you not. That's where we're at. So you got it like that. Now this doesn't, if you buy it, this is kind of loose, but I guess that's how it is. And you just, I don't even know. I'm not even sure. Snuff is just powdered tobacco, isn't it? That people, I think it used to be popular a while back. Beautiful. Man, oh man. I'm having a blast. Well, the box of jewelry came when we got home, and she thought she could take her foot and push it in. Well, she was just at the back thing yesterday, and I said, don't do it. It's too heavy. Nah, it ain't that heavy. I said, yeah. So she's like, yeah, we're going to have to use our arms to get it in. I said, yeah, this isn't one of those boxes left at the house, and you just, in the front, you just kind of kick it into the door and let it sit for 2 or 3 days. Chico's, it's a pick it up and drag. Ooh, beautiful. Like there's the foiling in there. I don't know what color. It's some kind of reddish purple. $3. So anyway, this is like the best car they have. I was just dying. And he was not bothering us. And he was like, yeah, get on in there. And I couldn't get in there because he was like, first of all, I don't have the leg strength that I used to have, but you have to get up in there, and the little side things that come out and let you step on it weren't engaged. And he was like, well, the side step things aren't coming out. And I'm like, so my Bessie's like, come on. But I was just like, you know, I didn't want to mess anything up. Like hold on to the steering wheel and pull up in there. But I got up in there. This is like it's Avon. Is it amber? I don't know. I don't know if it's amber or faux amber. It's different colors. It's light and not so light. So I'm at $12, but I will try to throw it under the black light. And it says Avon. I don't know if they did real amber. We're probably not going to get this other one, but I'm still throwing it over there. We'll do earrings like we do when we get the big boxes later. This is nice, $3. It's kind of a goldish bangle rhinestone, and it's well made, and they're on there real good. Like I'm rubbing my finger and nothing's jiggity jaggedy. So anyway, I got up in there, and then I was just immediately in love. It's leather everywhere, stitching on the door. I just was like, this is just awful. This is unbelievable. Black with white stitching. You know how I'm about the black and whites. So I got out real quick, and I said, you get up in there. So she got up in there. She's taller than me. This is nice. $3. It's plastic, but it's really nice. It is what you see on the, maybe just a little bit more of a darkerish reddish purple. It's not too pink. It's a more of a, I don't know. It's nice. So then he took it on up there and was cleaning it up, so they'll probably put it in the lot. But those things are like buying a half of a house, you know, around here. These are nice. These are those beads made out of like paper or whatever. But these are bigger and they're purple, $3. So our little team at work's been plugging away at the stuff we have to learn, and this one lady has been figuring it out, and then we've been practicing, and we've been working so hard on the computer for days. And I had homework last night because I was behind because I had to take off. And then she got an email saying, you need to be doing this, and so she had to leave our team. Oh my word, we were all just like, you could have hit us in the head with a 2x4 the way we were looking like deer caught in the headlights. Like, what? We're the only ones figuring this out, and what? $5. This is nice. Mother of pearl. So anyway, she's gone to her team now, and we're like, we'll be fine. But I literally had just learned a bunch from her this morning because she sat with me and I worked, and when I got stuck, she would check and help me. It was a godsend. This is heavy. These are like, never seen anything like this. They're just kind of raw and rough and chunky. How long is it? They're chunky and they're just there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish, so 32 inches of dyed rock, heavy, and it looks just like this. It almost looks like some kind of candy. $12. So anyway, that was a trip. What can I say? I'm just glad I learned what I could from her and that she was so helpful. But she was working it out, you know how it is when you ever had somebody smart in your group when you were not gifted at a certain thing. And so and it's a hard thing to learn. We're putting stuff online, so that online program is quite complicated. What is this? This is a tangled mess. You've got 2 bangles and some kind of little, I don't know what, chain here. $2. Tangled mess. $2. That's what that is. This is nice. It's a little cross, silver tone, beautiful blue, stretchy. Now the plating on the beads, the silver plating is worn, but it still works, you know. It's just kind of antique looking. It's got some highlights and lowlights, and then these blue glass beads are beautiful. $4. I don't know, what else was I going to talk about? That was crazy. Here's a ring. It might be adjustable, but I wouldn't count on it. It's gold tone. I don't see a mark. We're going to say $4. At about 7.5, 7.5. It may have, it's just got some texture. It's nice. 3 little things here. That actually fits me. Yeah, I've been getting up at 5:30 and working hard mentally on the computer. I mean, like, concentrating big time, trying to learn this. Practicing, and then driving yesterday 4 hours. Well, these are kind of cute. Vintage buttons. Dominion. I don't know. I think they're plastic. They'll just go in the button group. I've gotten some buttons together slowly. Minka's doing good. She missed us yesterday, so she slept with me all night, which normally she just gets kind of fed up with me getting up and down to the bathroom. So, but she was fine with it. Oh, there she is over there laying down, but the room's a mess. I went to see my mom, and she gave us some zucchini bread, and she's doing good. And I had my mask on, double mask, you know. I had to ask, never mind, just never mind. This is nice, $4. I don't really know if it's supposed to be a real gold plating here because it's not. But it's nice. It looks pretty much like you see it. Anyway, on to more pleasant thoughts. Because my mind went back to work. Okay, this is nice. It's worn, $2. This material is worn out. But if you don't mind it, it's pretty. The beads are nice. This is stretched out, so it's mostly, I mean, look at this. How in the world? So it's mostly these beads. They're short and long. $2. Oh, wait a minute. What does that say? I mean, K-O-R or K-C-R. Huh. It's heavy. Okay, there you go. This one is nice. Is it vintage? Boy, that is. It looks vintage. It's gold tone. And pretty decent. $3. Anyway, God was good helping me have that person, you know, helping us to this point. Here's another ring, but we're missing a blue. Is it like a, that's nice. It looks kind of weird. It's like, I don't know if it left, if somebody put that foil in there just to try to fix that. Like, I'm not thinking you're gonna find that. It'll be $5 as is. It's an adjustable 7.5. So that's the blemish. So I don't know if you could find something blue to go there or what, but it really is fabulous the way it sparkles. I mean, that blue is like a cobalt blue. It's gorgeous. I thought I was going to come home and go to bed, but I'm like, I started feeling a little better. We ate some of half the canes, and so I said, I'm going to go make a video. Okay, now this is broken. Okay, I'm going to put this in Terry's, because she can fix it with this bar, and just let her have something. I consider that decent, you know. It's not just totally irreparable. Well, this is nice. It's a nice gold tone, absolutely flawless finish on it. Korea, vintage, braided, and how long is it? It's nice. It's at about 11 inches, so 22, $5. I went to the thrift store, popped in there after the Ford place, and oh, we have a match. I think this place is better at it. Even though they have so much jewelry, I think they are conscious about trying to keep some pairs together. And let me see. Oh no, that's a bracelet. Okay, these are real nice. It's like a foil. $3. Is it glass? I think it's plastic, but they're very well made and substantial. And you've got green and like a deep purple and a black or dark midnight blue. I'm not sure. But man alive, I don't know. Billy Bob, I don't know. Buddy Bones, what you thinking? You like hanging out with us? I figured you would. Went to feed the cats. We did not go yesterday. We just couldn't. I was worn out. It was hot. And I figured the lady that works there would be there, but I don't think she was there today. They don't have a bowl anymore. It blew away. So they were waiting. This is really pretty. $2. Nice, delicate, very nice little vintage faux pearl drop. The plating is excellent. And so the neat thing is I got to see Sasha, and she was kind of walking away from me, and from the back she's marked just like Minka. And Perry, who was Periwinkle, is now Perry. From one side, his face is marked just like both of her faces. So I know they're related, but I just really think that she's Sasha's daughter. Sasha, though, is absolutely gorgeous. White face, yellow eyes. She has kind of a big nose. She's unique looking. I don't know what's going on. This is a frazzled mess. Kind of like my hair sometimes. Frazzly dazzly. Hi, Minka. I'm talking about you. You heard me? $2. The celluloid stuff, whatever that is, that plastic is nice. Those beads are nice. You heard me talking about your mama Sasha? So we pull up in the car and we holler, Sasha. And they know that. That means canned food. Okay, this is nice. It's like, I believe, hematite on a nice charm bracelet, $4. Hearts. Excellent condition. The plating is flawless. Right, baby? The plating is flawless, little girl. If the room wasn't so... It's not going to get cleaned up anytime soon. I'm just keeping my side cleaned up, but the other side's not going to be for a while. But we both, we're working, and that's good. As long as we're doing our real job, can't be complaining about the little stuff. This is nice Southwest, $4. Excellent condition. See, now we already have these. $2. Nice honeycomb type. Excellent on the plating. That's saying a lot these days. Yeah, we miss she's been gone 3 months and a few days now. But she loved icing. She loved going through any drive-through. She was quiet as a mouse when we would drive through the drive-through. You didn't even hear her panting. She didn't want to miss a thing. This is kind of dinged up, so this will be a freebie. Designer freebie, Minka. That's right. And is this teeth too? I cannot believe we had some teeth today. Never a dull moment, like my mom says. Never a dull moment. Yep. We're staying safe, double masked, washing hands constantly. I don't know what all. Other people, though, if they have coffee or want to eat in our meetings, then they don't have to wear a mask. And some of them push it for about an hour. Finally, I holler, hey, put your mask on. Because we're just a small group. But you're paranoid. I'm just like, call me what you want, but you need to be, be nice. Now, this is kind of, I don't know what you call this material, but this down here, you can take the material off and you'll have a chunky chain and you'll have this light salmon with these rhinestones. But this material's not really bothering me. Because I like that color. It's a light salmon color and has a white edges on like a ribbon. It's very lightweight too. It doesn't look lightweight. How much? $3. Anyway, our cases have gone down, 17 new ones a day, which is still too high. But I talked to my friend in Corpus Christi, Liz, you need to tell your friend. 500 new cases a day. They hit that record twice. So they're just, she's like, these people are just, they just don't care. This is red glass, y'all, and it's super nice. $6. Here's the clasp. Very nice on the plating, looks brand new. Now I thought this guy, when I saw him, when I was pulling him out, was going to be one of the gang, but he is like jewelry. We'll see if we get another one. I do like those. What do you call those things? I forgot. They're trolls. Here's one of these that people like, but it's always broken. Let's just see. Looks like it has 2 sparkles on each one. It's a cuff, $4, and it's not broken. And I'm gonna wish I had 25 of those. We're just gonna put that to the side. This is like a weird, it's what I love about this city is you just, I mean, you just never know what's in there. Now they do pull stuff. Now this plating is gone. So that one's for Terry. Maybe you can, it might still look nice. It just needs to be cleaned. I think it's got some life left in there. That's broken. Can make a pendant out of that. Where are we at? Oh my gosh, 40 minutes already. Let's have some gold. Where's the gold, Billy Bob? They picking it? They picking that gold? Yep, they picked it. They picked it out, he says. They done picked it out. Yeah, well, this is cool. $3. I don't think it's broken. The hand is up, I think. Has a little wear, but that's to be expected. The Ankh, the Egyptian symbol of eternal life. Reminds me of this Dracula, the movie Dracula. I liked that movie a long time ago. That actor is amazing. I forget his name. It's the one with Winona Ryder. $3. I don't remember his name because it's just a regular name, you know. He's not like a Brad Pitt or anything, but boy, he played Dracula good. And it's about everlasting love. Okay, so this is cute. This is but it's gonna be tight. Look, tight. If you have a thin wrist and you like this kind of thing, it's vintage looking, $3. And then this, long and wooden, and it reminds me of those beads that used to hang down in, we called them the head shops that were around that sold all the drug paraphernalia, the record stores. That's how the record stores used to be in the 80s. We had one here. This is nice. It's long, $4. Y'all remember those? Now, what is this? The Knights Templar or something? The plating is coming off of this chunky chain. Well, we need to see what this is. Exciting. Tordocani. Something like that. I don't know. I need to look it up. I'll look it up. I'm thinking 18. But I'm not holding on that. Because if it's like super rare. It's a cast aluminum. Very well made. I'm going to look it up. Let's see. Number one grad, $1. Diploma enamels, enamel on the charms, and really nice. This is plastic though, except for the silver tone metal, so $1. It's vintage looking to me, meaning the 90s. Nice and long. There's the chain. And it looks vintage. It's a mixture between silver and gold. I like the texture on those beads there. The plating is a little, I'm not sure, you know. It's just, it's vintagey. So we're going to say $5. This is going to go with the other. You know how I like to keep that together. So whoever wants that green sea glass, you got that one. I'll just put that over there for now. That's like a little glass type bead thing. I love this seafoam green. That's what I keep calling it. If it's another color, you can tell me and I'll try to remember. I got some more crayons and I wanted to make a color chart. Start making one with all the crayons and then pass the crayons on. $4. This is very different and lovely. The silver tone chain. Oh, it's got a D. The silver tone chain and a heart is, the plating is wonderful on it. Lightweight. It's nice. What is this? This is, I think I know what this broke off of. It broke off of this because I pulled and that's what happened. So it's like a hematite half. I need to fix that. I think it came, I don't know if I can fix it. I'll try. What is this? Oh yeah, this does not go. I didn't think that went. What is this? Is this for stockings, nylons? $3. Some type of clip. That's pretty. Look at this. Ooh, it's like a leather. I don't want to touch it because my hands are dirty. Black on the inside, sparkly, and it reminds me of the seats in that vehicle. Yeah, and it's like an 8. Man, I think it's leather or faux leather. It is a large ring. It looks like everything's there. It's $5. Man, I like, now this might be, you know, if you've been wanting me to get rings, I can never afford to buy the rings. I'm going to have to give this to Violet as a thank you, right? Dallas Cowboys Violet? It's going to you. We'll do some readings soon. I've been missing them. I just wanted to get some treasure hunting on. I missed it, and I wanted to find some gold for Billy Bob. Oh my word. Found the next best thing. Wait a minute, look at this tangle. That's too, that color's not right though, is it? Oh my, no, it goes with the tiger eye. Well, we have a pair here. So this is a material. It's still in good condition. It's a very light gold tone on the faux coins. $2. And they're like Roman gladiators or something. Let's look at this first. I love this jewelry. It's just so different. Brady Bunch just about gone. They have left the neighborhood. And we'll see what they do with the house. I think it's going to be a rental. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. Might actually be some better energy over there, because I was always thinking they were talking about my wildflowers, and now who cares? Got a bunch of those black-eyed Susans that came up out there, and they're beautiful. Oh man, is it broken? Darn. This pendant, $6. It's phenomenal. Yeah, it is. But let me see. I don't think this is something that can be fixed, but there's 2 chains in here, so I'm baffled. And maybe I didn't break it because it was such a, but you know, I am trying to pull some jewelry out. And it's okay, it's no big deal. That's why I throw all those chains over there. But I'm just seeing if I have something for Billy Bob. No. Where's the thingamadeal? Now, is this one broken? Yeah. What about this one? This one would probably put back on that. But let's make sure. Huh. Okay, perfect. Looky here, looky-loos here. Oh, come on. That's a nice, long, gold tone chain. Beautiful chain. So there you go. That worked out all right, didn't it? Now this one, I'm going to throw in there, but I could probably use that, but I'm just not going to worry with it. I have more where those came from at some point. Long. What's going to be? Oh, this is vintage. Victorian looking. It's not, but it's like a basket full of faux pearl. $6. That's very different. And it is vintage, but it seems to be made to look kind of Victorian. Very ornate. Now these, what is this? Is this a belt? Of course, look at this. This is worn out, but that's, I don't know why. You can redo that if you want. I don't know. It's got these shells. Seeds. $5. Look, we got that. That's nice. I like that. I'm still going. I'll try and fix this, but I just don't know if I can do that. It's tiny. Okay, so this, what is this? It hooks, live, love, laugh. You nail it and you hook something, $3. It's a little hook. That is awesome. Maybe we'll get the other one. Freebie. Nice, clear, beveled, stretchy. This has been, I've been eyeballing this. So how does it work? Oh man, what's it? 1928. And it's like those clasps for pearls, vintage style. And it works. And we got that, and we got that. Man, that's nice. $12. There's their back that everybody says the back of their stuff is real telltale about who they are, because we'll see that on the back of earrings. Now some of the heavy gold plating's missing, but I think it works. It's just kind of brassy looking, and maybe that's the way it's supposed to look. I don't see that this was that gold, but that's nice. Glass cabochons. Oh my, look what's tangled in this. That gold stone. Real interesting history on goldstone. Look it up. Came about in the Renaissance when this will be $5. I think it's plastic and goldstone, stretchy. When some monks were trying to find out how to make gold and they came about with this formula, I thought it was a modern thing. So we're talking 1500s. Oh, who is this? This is awesome. Who is this? I need to look. Duplays. I'm gonna have to look that one up, because look at it. This is like some mid-century modern stuff, huh? 50s. The Duplays. You can make an offer if you wanted it based on some research, and then I'll look it up. That way, if you really want it and you're first in with an offer or whatever. This is nice. Oh, Trifari, Crown Trifari. Nice vintage. It's going to be $9. It's about, how long is that? It's longer than I thought. It's 11 inches. That's longer than I thought. Crown Trifari in the house. Nice. Got the little T in the crown. Woohoo, man, we are rocking. We are cooking with gas. And we got teeth. And we got porcupine quills. I hope we have them all. Look. And look at that tangle. Billy Bob, do we have a tangle for Billy Bob? The suspense, Billy Bob. Billy Bob, I think of you during the day. You know it? And Buddy and... Oh my. Look at I can't talk. Throw that down. Porcupine, porcupine. Hold on. These wine things are just... Hold on. Move that over. I don't know what that says, but I'm going to blow it up. And we might just be fooled. Goldfield. 12 karat Goldfield. And then it says... What is the hallmark, though? Artistry. Artistry. 12K GF. Billy Bob. Yay! You got yourself some Goldfield. And if you're new to the channel, we count Goldfield as gold. Not gold plated, but Goldfield. And it's broken. And I don't know, is that all that it was? Oh man, that's okay though, because it's not going to be sold. We'll just put it in your thingamajig, and this says it too. This says it too, so the whole thing, yeah. He's like, yeah, that's right. He's all right, Billy Bob. That makes us happy. Everybody's happy for you, Billy Bob, when that happens. You know that? People will be saying, yay, Billy Bob. This looks like it's sterling. $9.25 right there. That's nice. That's a nice piece of 925. Billy Bob, you just, and the porcupines, we're going to stop here. Just doesn't get any better than that. Porcupine earrings brought us luck. Let's see what they look like if they're intact. They go short to long, and they are $5. Man, thank y'all. Woohoo. He says, we're going to put this in that treasure box. We're going to put this in the treasure box. Thanks, y'all. Have a great Wednesday.